What's up, people of the internet? My name is Dabacab, and if you want to enter an artifact tournament with a cash prize, then stay tuned. So as I've been sitting here waiting for Valve to finally release some new content, some new gameplay, anything for me to actually consume and make videos about, I have been fantasizing about the day the beta comes. And a thought occurred to me, like, what am I actually going to do when the beta comes? Like, sure, I'm going to play it, I'm going to make videos about it, but I've been thinking about the community, and I've been wondering if maybe this is a good time to start talking about artifact tournaments. Specifically, I don't mean like the $1 million artifact tournament that Valve is hosting. I'm talking about tournaments with you guys, tournaments that you guys can enter, that you guys can win and get actual money for winning. So essentially, my idea is I'm thinking about possibly hosting artifact tournaments on my YouTube channel. So the purpose of this video is to just talk about this idea, gauge your interest, because if you guys are like, oh my God, this is the best idea ever, then sure, I'll do it. If you guys are like, oh, this is dumb, I'm not interested, then I won't do it. So first off, I just have to ask, are you guys interested in an artifact tournament that I'm hosting, that I put on my YouTube channel, that people can enter, that you yourself can enter, and if you win, you will get money? Let me know down in the comments if that interests you. Secondly, I figure if we're going to talk about this idea, then we should discuss logistics. So the next question is, where does the prize money come from? And there's kind of pros and cons to each of these options. The first option, and this is going to seem like the least appealing one at first, but hear me out. The first option is player funding. The idea is each player puts in, let's say, $5, and if 20 players are in the tournament, then that's 20 times 5 is $100, and then the $100 goes out to the winners. Now, the sucky thing about this is that you guys would have to pay the entry fee. But the upside is that this is self-funding, meaning that I can do as many tournaments as I want because every single time the prize money comes from the players. So that's just got infinite scalability. The second option is that I pony up the money myself. I mean, I'm trying to be a YouTuber, a content creator. I'm investing a lot of time in this. I'm prepared to invest money. So the idea of putting, $100 from my own pocket into this tournament is something I'd be willing to do, but that does have a downside. The downside is I can't do, multiple tournaments every day, a tournament every day, because I'll go broke. So we'd be looking at maybe like a tournament a week, right? Or a couple of tournaments a month, because I just can't afford to constantly give players money just because you guys want to see tournaments, right? So that's an option, but it's going to be rarer content if we go that route. The third option is that YouTube funds the tournament. Basically, if I post a tournament video where like people play against each other, I mean, every time someone views that video, I'm going to get a little bit of money from the ad revenue. And the idea is all that ad revenue would go towards funding the winners of the tournament. So, if a video doesn't do well, if the tournament doesn't do well, if it just gets 10K viewers, then there's not going to be much prize money. And if it gets tons of viewers, then it's going to get a ton of prize money. So it kind of depends on how popular it is. So the question is, which of these ideas do you guys like? Because there's definite pros and cons to each, and I'd be very curious to hear your thoughts. The next question, I guess, is, are you guys actually interested in this type of content? There's both the question of, are you interested in participating in these tournaments? And are you interested in watching these tournaments? Because, both of these are important. If I don't have players, then I don't have a tournament. And if I don't have watchers, then it's not going to matter, because it's just going to be the 16 or the 20 people or however many who are in the tournament who are involved, and no one else gives a flip, right? So let me know if you're interested in that down in the next up. Just how would you as a player, you as a subscriber, a viewer, how do you want me to select people for the tournament? Obviously, I can't have 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 players enter the tournament, because that's a massive amount of work. It'd be way too time consuming, have way too much logistics. Can you imagine if there were 10,000 players entering the tournament and each one pointed up $5? That's like $50,000 that I've got to distribute, and that's too much pressure. You know what I mean? That's that's kind of scary. So logically, I'd have to put some sort of limit on who entered the tournament. You know, like let's say 20 players per tournament or 50 players per tournament or something like that. As a viewer, what would you think is the fairest way for me to select players to enter the tournament? I mean, the obvious one is just like a raffle, right? Like whoever comments in this video, I will draw names from and invite them to the next tournament. Or like click this link, fill out the form, and then I'll randomly pick a name from the form. Alternatively, I could do like some sort of bracket system. Like if the game shows us your MMR or your ELO or whatever system they use, I could say, you know, whoever's got an ELO above a certain number can enter this tournament, so the best tournaments are in. So, you know, what are you interested in? Are you just interested in a fair shake, like everyone gets equal opportunity, or should there be some sort of requirement, like you must be at a certain skill level, or you must have, you know, a certain rank in the game? Let me know, because this is kind of relevant and I'm not really sure how to pull players into the game. But personally, I kind of like the idea of a random, because there's already going to be tournaments for top tier players, and I like the idea of having tournaments for just like casual players of the game, you guys. You know, with all the professional tournaments out there, I feel like we don't really need another one on this channel. So it might be kind of cool to have like a casual player tournament where you guys could win money. The next question is, how would you be most interested in me conveying this content to you? Would you like a live stream where you can watch the tournament continuously, where maybe I could have a shoutcaster, like I would shoutcast what's happening? Maybe if I could pull it off, I could invite other content creators like, you know, Swims, Siraction Slacks, or Lumi, or whoever. Now, I'm not saying I'm like super best buds with these people. I don't know if they would want to join me, but if, you know, the tournament got popular, then they'd probably be more inclined. So, you know, would you want me to shoutcast? Would you want me to get other shoutcasters so we could talk about the tournament? Or would you rather just prefer like stuff to be kind of behind the scenes, and then I just present you with a completed VOD where you're just like, here's the highlights of the tournament, here's the final match of the tournament, or just like each video is one game from the tournament and everything's sort of recorded beforehand? So let me know what you're interested in. So honestly, I don't know if you guys are gonna like this idea. I don't know if you are gonna trash on it. I'm really depending on the comments. I'm really depending on the like versus dislike. I'm really encouraging you guys to like dislike this video. If you think this is a bad idea, hit that downvote button. I'm okay with that. If you like this idea, hit the like button. I would love to know. I want your feedback, because hopefully together, if this idea is popular and if you guys give me good ideas for how to implement it, then this could be a cool thing to do, a cool way for players like you to earn money playing Artifact. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Dabacab out.